Today, Joe Biden will be in Buffalo, New York to preach about taking our rights. Before I get into that, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to us by the USCCA. The United States Concealed Carry Association gets you prepared for what happens before, during, and after an act of self-defense. And if you become a member, utilizing the link down below, uscca.com/GNG, you will also get self-defense liability insurance as part of your membership. There's a lot of education and training on their website. They have live fire classes, and you can even become a firearms instructor through them and teach your friends, family, and community. It's a great way to advocate for the Second Amendment. Check out the link down below. It's uscca.com/GNG, and thank you to USCCA for being a huge friend of the channel. All right, let's get into today's video. Like I said at the opening, Joe Biden will be in Buffalo, New York today, where he's going to call for more sensible gun control. They've gone from common sense to sensible because common sense is shall not be infringed. It actually means what it says. But before we all hear the new increased fervor on how we have to push through bills and Congress isn't doing it, and I need to be a dictator, and I need to take your rights from you, I want you all to know that this happened, as you know, in New York, one of the most stringent gun control states in the Union. And a lot of people ask me, how can we advocate for the Second Amendment? How can we fight the good fight if we don't have money to give? And the easy thing to do is, not worried about donating to all the different groups, although they do need help, but you can be a huge advocate simply by educating people, I call the sheeple, who will believe everything they're going to hear today from Joe Biden. Now, first, a couple things. Hindsight is always 20/20, and I'm going to say that before I say what I'm going to say next, because it's true. We always know more about an incident after the fact, with like all the red flags that popped up. But the person who did that shooting in Buffalo was investigated by the FBI last year for making a terrorist type threat when he was a minor. Now, according to the Buffalo police and the New York State police, he was transported for mental evaluation and he was not charged. Now, the hindsight is 20/20, right? Same thing happened with other crazy criminals who have done crazy things. You always realize that when it happens, that everything that we were worried about before was legit, but nobody took any action. I also want to remind everybody that before Joe Biden spews a single word of disinformation today, funny, he has a board that's going to tell us we're lying, but he gets to lie. You know what I mean. Again, this happened in New York. New York's assault weapon ban didn't stop this. New York's magazine ban didn't stop this. New York's SAFE Act didn't stop this. New York's red flag laws didn't stop this. New York's lack of a stand your ground type law definitely didn't stop this. And New York keeping firearms from people so that they are not able to defend themselves when evil presents itself sure as hell didn't stop this. And a good thing you're hearing is some of the initial interviews from the area where people saying, if more good people had guns, this wouldn't have happened. And that's what you need to say to people, guys and gals. Nothing stops a bad guy with a gun or a bad gal with a gun other than a good guy or a good gal with a gun. Force stops force. Passing another anti-gun law, another restriction, will not stop criminals from being criminals. It's in the name. They don't follow the law. And a mad person, a mad man, mad woman will always seek and get what they need to carry out their crimes. Look through history. So I just wanted to put this out in front of you, get in front of the train wreck that will happen today in Buffalo. And depending on what Bobo says, I'll have a second video today to cover it, but I already know what he's going to say, and so do you. But just wanted to get this out in front of you. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe so that you can be a protector when this crazy stuff pops off. Peace.